Rafael Nadal held a press conference to announce his withdrawal from the French Open and share his plans to likely retire in 2024. Rafael Nadal gave a lengthy press conference at his academy on Thursday as he confirmed he was pulling out of the French Open while sharing his retirement plans. The 22-time Grand Slam champion said he would take several months away from tennis to give himself the chance to play pain-free in 2024, likely his final year on the tour. Express Sport has complied Nadal's press conference in full below. Disclaimer: Nadal spoke in Spanish, English and Catalan interchangeably during the press conference. The following transcript has been translated into English. Nadal started the press conference with a lengthy statement, saying, "We have summoned you here today for various reasons. The injury I sustained in Australia has not progressed as expected. We have been working non-stop at all times and with our sights set on the following objectives, although they were getting lost along the way. The most important was Roland Garros. Today it becomes impossible. At this moment I will not be able to be at Roland Garros after many years without missing an appointment with all that this tournament means to me, and it is already known how difficult it is for me. It is not a decision that I make, but a decision that my body makes. I have no intention of continuing to play for the next few months. In recent years, although the results have been of my first level, my day-to-day life has been at a very low level. Although victories remain abroad at the level of daily work, the years after the pandemic have been very difficult. They have been difficult years, although the victories mask it. I make a point in part, at this point, without being prepared to be able to compete at the level one need. I have to put a point and a side to my sports career. I am going to try to regenerate my body. I am not going to set a return date. When I am ready, I'll try to be there. It could be an objective to try to reach the end of the year and be able to play the Davis Cup if I felt qualified, and also the captain considered it appropriate, and try to face next year with guarantees of being able to do what I intuit will be my last year. That would be my objective, to try to stop to face the last year of my sports career with the guarantees of being able to enjoy it. And I am aware that if I continue playing at this moment, I do not think that this can happen next year, and I want to give myself the chance of this happening." Nadal then opened the press conference up to the floor with many journalists gathered at his academy. Q. How are you? Nadal. I am fine. Things sometimes don't always turn out the way you just want. I have been very lucky in this life to experience many incredible moments. On a personal level, one am in a good time. When a professional is not happy, it ends up affecting the personal, and I have to make a full stop. I am not happy because I can't be in Paris. But I had that option to play the tournaments that make me excited to play next year. It has not finished improving what we need to compete in a tournament like Roland Garros. Neither moments of great euphoria nor moments of depression, trying to learn from things, and that's it. There's no more. I am better than a few weeks ago. I wouldn't hold a press conference to say I am not going to Roland Garros, but I think it's better that way, to explain myself. I am sad because I have missed an important season, in which I felt good at a tennis level to fight for important things. You can get angry, you can get sad, but from there we look to the future and forward. Today we are in a more difficult time. They have been difficult years, and it is time to put a point aside because you cannot always be giving more. There comes a time when the body says up to here. Now we will see until when it says up to here. I don't know what happens next year. I have some intentions, but things are set by some factors. I don't know if I'll be back to fight for a Grand Slam. I am aware of the difficulty of the situation, but why not? I am going to give myself the opportunity to compete again. My intention is for it to be my last year, then you don't know what can happen. Later I will try that my last year is not a year of comparsa. I am going to do everything possible to get to this clay tour next year and win the tournaments. This is the reality. I will fight for it. The reality that will be seen. Q. Plan to return? Nadal. I don't know when I'll be back on the training track. I am going to stop for a while. Maybe 2 months or 1.5 months. Maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. I don't like to predict the future, so I am going to follow my feelings and what I think I should do for my body and my own happiness. Next year will probably be my last year on the Pro Tour. It's the idea, though I can't say 100% because you never know what can happen, but my idea is to try and say goodbye to all the important tournaments for me in my career. Trying to enjoy that by being competitive and enjoying on the track. Something that is not possible now. Q. Is Paris 2024 Olympics at Roland Garros the goal? Nadal. I cannot say it now because it is difficult to predict what will happen, how my body will be. I don't want to say one thing and do the other. It is better to leave the options open and see what is possible. I want to compete in the competitions that are important to me, and the Olympic Games is one of the competitions that I would like to be in. I hope to be there. Whether it will be my last tournament or not, I can't say right now. Q. Will you ask for a protected ranking to enter tournaments? Nadal. They are things that, since they have not happened to me in my life, I have not seen myself in this position. Things will be done the right way. If I can enter with a protected ranking, I will not remove invitations from anyone. If I have to enter with an invitation, I don't think there will be any problems. I've earned that. I am going to stop. I am not going to train. There have been many frustrating moments, but there is a moment when I have to put a stop to it because otherwise I won't make it to next year. A break will do us all good. There comes a time when the only reward is victory. Let's see if the body is regenerating these months. When I feel ready, we are going to return and we are going to do things in the way that we know best. Q. Why are you still fighting? Nadal. What leads me to do is that I don't like words, but somehow I feel strong enough to say it. I think I don't deserve to end up like this. I have worked hard enough so that my end is not here in a press conference, and I am going to work hard so that it is otherwise. I am satisfied that we have done everything possible to achieve the objectives. Sometimes they are reached and other times they are not. When it's time to not compete professionally again, let it be with personal satisfaction for having done what was in my way that I want to finish. Don't let me go early. I am aware that if you let me go now, it would not be before the hour. It is always worth putting in the extra effort. That has always been my philosophy, and to this day I maintain it, and I am going to fight for it.